Hello and welcome. In today's episode of Dr. Nora, I take you through my quick and easy, healthier version of banana bread. Whether you're looking for a sweet pick-me-up or an afternoon treat, this recipe is bound to impress you. And not only that, but it's also packed with beautiful, nutritious values of eggs, bananas, and so much more. And it comes in as a fraction of the calories that you would normally get when you go to a cafe, for example. So let's get cracking. For this recipe, you will need some ripened bananas. Over here, I've got 3 large ripened bananas. Now, I've had to ripen them for the sake of this video, which is great. But if you do have some ripened bananas in your fridge, this is a great time to use them. You want to use them when they're slightly brown and they've just gone away from that yellow look, because then it will help to release all those lovely sugars and make it really nice and mushy for your banana bread. The next thing you'll need is 1 egg, a sprinkling of cinnamon, a little bit of honey depending on how sweet you want it to be, and also applesauce. Now I'm using applesauce in lieu of any oil or butter, and applesauce essentially is just a puree of apples. And the great thing about it is that it helps keep our cake nice and moist and also combines the ingredients together so they don't have to use any really saturated fats, for example oil or butter. This is a lot healthier version. Now in the supermarkets you may see lots of different types. There can be unsweetened or there may be sweetened applesauce, and it's up to you to decide which one you want to use. Obviously if you're getting a sweetened version, then you don't necessarily need to put so much sugar in, for example, or honey. But if you're getting an unsweetened version, then maybe you want to add something into your recipe. Some of the great health benefits of applesauce is that it's essentially made of apples, so it's rich in fiber, which helps to reduce our cholesterol and also helps to promote a healthy heart as well. Of course, you must use this in moderation, because if you're using the sweetened version, then obviously that does have its own issues as well. What else do we have on my lovely table? Well, I've got some bicarbonate of soda and I've also got some flour as well. But what is this over here? This is of course optional, but if you really want to add a little bit more of an oomph to your banana bread, then you may want to use some cocoa nibs. Cocoa nibs are essentially cocoa beans that are broken down. So these are the purest chocolate. And if I look at the back, it is literally no ingredients other than organic cocoa nibs. So there is nothing that's added in this. So it gives it that kind of bittery taste, but it's also a chocolatey taste as well. And what can I say about cocoa nibs? Well, some of the health benefits we find is that it does contain some healthy fats. And these fats help to increase our dopamine and our serotonin in our brains, which may then have a knock-on effect to improving our mood. I guess it's true what they say, sometimes chocolate does make you feel a bit happier. Of course, have it in moderation, and I'll be showing you exactly how I use this today. Not only does it make us feel a little bit happier when we eat it, but it's also high in fiber and it's low in sugar as well. And it's also packed with magnesium, zinc and iron as well. So quite a lot of health benefits from just this packet alone. Okay, so now we've done a run through of the ingredients, it's time to get cooking. So we're going to first up just start off with my bananas. I'm going to unpeel them and we're going to mash them up so that they're nice and mushy. And this is going to help to maintain the texture of the banana bread, but also to give it that nice sweetness as well. I can smell it already. Now, if like me, you like banana bread, but when you go to the coffee shop, it's got maybe, say, quite a lot of calories in it, then this might be a nice, quick alternative for you that is lower in calories and also tastes just as nice, if not better as well. Now I have used 3½ bananas, and bananas are fantastic. They are also packed with lots of rich minerals and benefits. Firstly, they contain potassium, which may help heart health. They also contain vitamin B6, which is also really important for our mood and our brain health as well. But not only that, they also have a lot of vitamin C inside them, which helps with our immune system, and they contain a lot of fiber too, which is great for our digestive system, and they make us feel fuller for longer. So surely this snack already is sounding so much healthier than, say, having a biscuit laden with lots of fat and saturated fats, which we definitely don't like because that can clog up our arteries. So we're just going to squash or mash up bananas using a fork. Now, not only do you get all those benefits from the banana bread itself, but you also get a bit of workout too. So you can really justify having your slice of banana bread because you've done a mini workout just to burn off the calories in advance. I have to say, when I'm working, bananas are actually my favorite fruit to eat as a pick-me-up because they are so easy to eat. You don't have to get your hands dirty, you simply just peel them and off you go, and it gives you that instant boost of energy, and it's packed with lots of minerals and goodies, and it makes you feel a little bit fuller. So when I am doing a long shift, I often sneak in a banana during midway of my shift just to give me that little bit of a boost as I'm working through my day. All right, so there we have it. We are almost done with the banana mushing. Oh, look at those gums. Perfect. That is looking so yummy already. So the next thing I'm going to do is break my egg into the banana mush, and we're going to whisk it around and also get it nice and homogenized with the bananas. It looks fluffy already. How exciting. So the next thing I'll be adding into my mixture is my applesauce. Now for this I'll be using 2 tablespoons of applesauce, and if I can open the jar. Hey, there we go. 2 tablespoons of applesauce directly into the banana mix. Alrighty, so in this goes 1 and 2. Oh, it smells so good. Now you can choose to do this or not. I'm just going to put 1 squirt of honey into my mixture just to give it a little bit of extra sweetness into it. But of course, if you are on a diet or if you don't fancy honey, or if you want to try something else, you can try an alternative, sugar alternative, for example, like stevia, or even just sugar if you want to. But remember that when you do put sugar into it, it will increase your calorie count. We're going to give it a nice mix just to make sure everything is mixed in lovely. There we go. Perfect. All right, so now we've got the wet ingredients together. We're going to put this aside and we're going to do the dry ingredients. Then we're going to mix the 2 together, and voila, our banana bread is almost ready. So the next thing you'll need is your flour. Now this can be any multitude of flours that you like. I'm using gluten-free plain flour today, but you can use wholemeal flour, you can use plain flour, regular flour, whichever one suits your dietary requirements. But you do need flour to keep the bread together. In you go. And then we need a teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda. In you go. And we need a sprinkle of salt, so half a teaspoon of salt as well. We also need half a teaspoon of cinnamon. I love cinnamon. It is such a warm spice that you can use, especially during those days where things are a bit colder, but it helps to really warm you up from the inside. Now mix up all of your dry ingredients together so that you're nice and mixed. And a great way to tell if you've mixed it is to have a look at your cinnamon. If your cinnamon is just on one side, it means you haven't mixed it up well. So make sure you really mix it all in, because let's face it, everything looks the same. They're all the same color except for the cinnamon. Perfect. Now we're going to bring back our banana mixture, and before we add the dry ingredients to the wet ingredients, I'm going to add in my cocoa nibs. Now this is going to help to add also a little bit of bitterness, but also if you've got a bit of a chocolatey tooth, you like chocolate, then you can definitely go ahead and use this. Now you can use nuts if you want to, if you like nuts, but I'm just opting to go for a bit of a chocolate taste because I think that'll be really yummy. So I'm just putting in about a teaspoon or tablespoon's worth of the cocoa nibs, and I'm going to mix it together like so that everybody who gets a slice of my banana bread can get a taste of the cocoa nibs. Perfect. And now the fun part, we've got to fold the dry ingredients with the wet, and make sure you do this very carefully and slowly because we've got the egg and it looks really nice and fluffy. We don't want to make this into a flat cake, no way. And the idea is you want to mix the flour until all of the flour has mixed in with your wet ingredients, so you can't see any more flour, because that will not help with the binding of the bread, nor will it help with your cooking process either. Perfect. That is looking delicious already. So as you can see, you've got some hints of some cocoa nibs. You've got some bananas there that are still a little bit semi-formed, but a lot of the bananas are mixed in and the flour is beautifully mixed in. You can no longer see any of the white stuff. So if you have a look on the bottom as well, yeah, it looks really well mixed in. So the next thing is to transfer your batter mixture into a bread tin loaf. And I've got one here with some grease-proof lining, and I'm just going to pour it in, and then we're going to pop it in the oven. Looks so good. Perfect. Now that all of your mixture is in your tray, just gently smooth it out. Now it's time to put it in the oven at 180 degrees for approximately 60 minutes, or at least until you've got a nice brown surface on the top and you can put a knife through and it comes out clean. See you soon. Okay, it's now time to take it out of the oven. Ooh. Take a look at that beauty. It smells gorgeous. I cannot wait to get it over and open it up and have some. Let's go. Now you could probably get a healthy 8 slices in this cake itself, so that way you can have it every day, or you can share it with others, or you may just simply wish to choose to have it for yourself. But with each slice coming in at around 100 calories, and I'll leave a description and link below, it's definitely something to enjoy. Let's just take a look together. Oh my goodness, that is banana chocolate goodness all in there. And I cannot wait to get my teeth inside. I'm going to grab a fork and eat some. Now, ordinarily you would want to wait till it cools down, but I am so hungry. I want to taste this and see how it tastes like. Mmm. Mmm. That is delicious. Just got to have some more. That, oh, I love it. That is so tasty. The chocolate nibs, the banana, the cinnamon. It tastes so yummy. So there you have it, my healthier banana bread recipe. And let me know what you guys do in the comment section below, whether you've made something like this or you've made an alternative. I would love to hear it. I'll see you on the next one. Take care and stay healthy.